Swimming like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Hey everybody, welcome to the post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank. I'm your co-host Ted Jenkin, here with my co-host Lee Osmond. Of course, our guest today, Brooke Beach, the CEO of Marketwake. You've got to hear this entire podcast if you care about marketing and how to grow your business and the difference between branding or direct investment for ROI. These are the things that you're going to want to hear. You can always go to shrimptankpodcast.com if you want to hear a replay of the entire broadcast. Or, as always, on this YouTube channel that we have here at the Shrimp Tank, simply click the subscribe button. That's the way you're going to get all of the great videos every week. Click that notifications bell so you know when our new episodes come in. But you've got to be able to know that marketing, the thing that we talked about today, could be one of the biggest drivers in terms of growing and scaling your business over the next 5 or 10 years. That's why this podcast was so important today.
So, Brooke, thank you for coming on the show, first off.
It's lovely.
Secondly, I've had businesses for over 25 years, and marketing is probably the weakest part of my business acumen. So for listeners out there like myself that don't know much about it, describe what your secret sauce is.
Our secret sauce, we always say it's data-driven creativity. So a lot of companies focus on the creative side, a lot of companies focus on the analytics. You have to have both to have a very powerful marketing engine, and that's what we bring to the table.
Yeah, you said math was your strong suit, and when you saw that marketing and math, and this was the first time I've ever heard this, when marketing and math combined, it actually works. Is that accurate?
It works so well. I actually posted about this not too long ago. Marketing is not magic, it is math. And our focus is paid media, SEO, content creation, social, anything that will drive your brand forward, but things that you can actually track on the back end of how many leads are coming in the door.
Well, I love this, Brooke, because last week we were talking to a business owner who was really the guerrilla marketing. He was out putting out hats and shirts and everything else. And it says that, any kind of marketing, if you do it with some regular consistency, will probably work if you're consistent at it. But a lot of owners that are watching this may not know where to start. And so if they've got a budget of anywhere from $5,000 to $100,000, where's the best place for somebody to start? What is the biggest mistake that people make when they get started with marketing?
The best place to start is SEO, because at the end of the day, any leads that you're deriving from SEO are free to an extent.
Right.
So the more you can create content, you get twofold. One is you improve your rankings on Google, and then the second is you are getting organic leads to actually find you on their own, to solve their problems, to then get into connect with you, which is really key. So to your second question, what's the biggest mistake? I would say the biggest mistake when starting marketing is throwing a lot of money into social.
Right. Yeah.
Into
exactly.
actually social media, because it needs to be paired with paid media, it needs to be paired with SEO, it needs to be paired with a more cohesive strategy behind it.
Right.
And you can post a lot, and it's very, very important to continue posting, but that's only one channel. And so how are you actually allocating budget across multiple channels? Because people are coming in through different doors.
Well, I kind of mentioned I don't know much about marketing, but this question is a little more in my realm. And from the moment Brooke came in, we're noticing not only is she a wonderful CEO, but also I've been told, but from friends that know her, and we're noticing it ourselves, what a wonderful person she is. And over the past 25 years of my businesses, I've grown environments of employees that are kind of have the same mentality I have. And I'm asked all the time by CEOs, how did you find this person? How did you find that person? I say, I don't find them, I make them. You have an amazing environment at your firm, your staff. I've looked at your website. How do you create your environment?
We believe if you have the right attitude, we can teach any skill. And we also believe in furthering you professionally and personally. So we'll give you a whole book list when you get started of Start With Why, of Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss, all of these books that'll actually help you whether you are at Marketwake or somewhere else. And because of that, people learn how to grow. And we set a very high bar. And we actually do have a lot of younger employees, but they're excited that someone believes in them enough to say, your bar is actually up here. We're not going to lower it for you. And they always rise to that occasion.
So, I know I want to come work for this company if I'm not self-employed anymore, for the mere fact that if I'm incorrect, and you should listen to the podcast, is it every year you take your crew on a trip? You just want to tell that real quick?
If we meet our goals, then travel is something that's been very important to me in my life, and then also to our team. So every year if we meet our goals, we take them on a surprise. So far we've gone to New York, Iceland, Belize, Jamaica, and this year we're going somewhere it's a secret.
That's to be announced if the goals are met, of course. So you want to go take a trip or work or meet Brooke, how do people get in touch with you?
Go to our website at marketwake.com or feel free to email me directly at brooke@marketwake.com.
Now, I saw on the website that in the executive leadership team, One person was man of many talents. There was one person that was good looking. It was on there.
I believe that.
Yeah. But yours did say you were a travel enthusiast. What would you tell people is the number one travel place that they've got to hit if they're going to travel anywhere? Do you have a favorite spot now?
So far, Iceland. Iceland tops the list. Though I am going to South Africa and Kenya in September. So
Nice.
I'll let you know about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
There it is. Well, check out Marketwake. Check out the entire interview that Lee and I did with Brooke. And of course, look at all the great videos that are on here for those of you, we talked about this, that want to go from drag ass to kick ass in 30 days. Check out the recent podcast that Lee and I did with nationally known #1 sleep doctor in the country, Dr. Michael Bruce. Great video. You got to watch it. It'll help you perform better at work and much, much more. Always go to shrimptankpodcast.com if you want to hear a replay of all of the great podcasts that we've done with our owners. And of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and that's your post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank.
I've been feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.